So as you can see, I've got the tray back. So if you want that snap down there, that's what you've got to do. So important to do the right thing for you. You want to spill the drinks, not what your friends are doing, or re-rotation of the wrists in transition, not what Rory McIlroy is doing. Wow, how much you have to be really passive here. It gives you a little bit of natural lag. Beautiful. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Warren Bennett, we've got Trev back there, and we're both enjoying this warmer weather actually we've got over the last few days. It's Sunday the 23rd of February today, and as you can see from the drone shot, we're on the middle range here at Chestfield, and it's a bit of a cloudy one. But as we know, with cloud comes a bit of warmth. So we've lost that blue sky, we've lost that cold, so it's a bit of a trade-off, isn't it, at the moment for us golfers in the Northern Hemisphere. We have to kind of take it as we find it. So anyway, we're lucky to be able to get out here and make a video for you. So as you can see, I've got the tray back, and this is going to be version 3 of Hold the Tray. I've done a couple of videos. I'm going to change it up a little bit, hopefully, if you've seen it before. If you haven't, it's one of my favourites. It was shown to me over 40 years ago, but we'll get into more detail in the video. Okay, so back camera setup. I think Trev's a little bit too close for comfort back there. I'm going to tell you all about it. Hands either side, flat. Now the backswing, it's not a tray exercise for the backswing, but what you're looking for in the backswing is this kind of slight angle. You're not looking for it to be completely kind of vertical there, and you don't want it completely flat. So a little bit 45 degrees. Now this is the tray exercise from here. So we're going to start off with the you golfers are over the top. In transition, what I'd like you to do is practicing a re-rotation of the hands and forearms really, but it's basically the hands flattening. So if you had a tray of drinks there, you can keep it completely flat and it won't spill. And remember, this is trying to layer a little bit of re-rotation of the wrists in transition. It's to layer on top of a golfer that's a bit over the top. It is exaggerated. It's way too exaggerated. And we're really going to now twist our hands in a position where you're going to have to be very passive to be able to accomplish that. It's like the drop down exercise with the driver. You have to be very passive, because I love that re-rotation, because what that does, it gives you a little bit of natural lag, drops it in the slot, obviously drops it under the plane if you can as well, and it gives you something to release. And I will be showing you how to release it from this position. So when you get a tray at home, click the kettle on, just feel like you can just drop it, and you'll be surprised how much you have to be really passive here. Okay, so how can you release it from this position? So what you're looking for is to bring the tray back to this upright position as you started. So backswing, drop it, hold it. You can double check it. Yep, that looks pretty good. Now from here, you've now got to really practice a re-rotation back to square. You can kick in a little bit. So backswing, re-rotate down. Wow, look at my elbow, my right elbow, how under it is there. Then from here, it's just now a working back with your wrists. So I'm going from completely flat, obviously 1000% too exaggerated, and now you're really having to work. You're not doing it with your shoulder, you're just doing it now with hand and arm rotation. Beautiful. If I had a club in my hand, look how much, which I will in a minute, how much snap there is back there. Blend that up now, slowly, don't rush. May not be completely horizontal when we do this, hold the tray, looks pretty good. Back. Blend. It's exaggerated. We'll do it with a golf club in a minute. Beautiful, beautiful. You can do it when you're waiting on the first tee if you like. Hands together. There we go. Exactly the same. We're doing it with our hands and arms. Obviously there's a little bit of shoulder that responds. You can kick in a little bit with your knee if you like. Beautiful. So if you want that snap down there, that's what you've got to do. Okay, let's do it with a golf club. Good boy. Can't sit there, bud. Here. Backswing, open your right hand up, feel that tray exercise. Yes, it's too much. Yes, it's exaggerated. And no, I don't want you to swing that way. But from here now we can release back, and there we go. Open, drop down. Look at where that right elbow is. Beautiful. Look where the club head is. Completely opposite to someone who's over the top. Release back down. Let's see if we can blend that up. Drop, release. Okay, let's hit a ball. Nice and slow. Get in the hold the tray feeling. Get in that position and release. Release back. There's the snap. If you want to introduce a bit more natural speed and power, bang, that's what you do. Obviously only looking for a little bit. So you can do this when you're at home. It's fantastic exercise to really train your feels, because the first half of this downswing for you over the toppers needs to feel this way. Okay, so that's the person that's a little bit over the top. I'm going to show you just a quick version of how to do this if you suffer from that too much and you're a hooker of the ball. Okay, got the tray. So you hookers of the ball, obviously you probably suffer from a little bit too much of this underneath. You've got a bit of body stall and you have a bit too much excess. So how can we kind of train ourselves to do the opposite? So it basically is the opposite. Backswing stays the same, there's still a little bit of angle there. You want to spill the drinks. You want to feel like this tray is getting quite vertical early. Obviously it's exaggerated, like that's exaggerated, you don't want to do that, but you need to feel, you hookers of the ball, you need to feel a bit of over the top. You've got to get a bit of rotary motion early. So I would say when your left arm's parallel to the ground, probably just a bit low, you're looking for this tray to be as flat as possible. Then from here, you're squaring it back up, obviously with a bit of rotation of the body as well. You're not having hand and arm independence like you'll probably have to if you're a bit stuck inside. Getting the tray vertical when your left arm's roughly parallel to the ground. Then from here, we're just going to square it up. So there's much less going on for you hookers of the ball. You're just trying to get your club out in front of you a little bit earlier. There's still going to be a little bit of natural rotation because left to your own devices, you're probably suffering from a bit of that. So you slicers of the ball need a bit of hookers feeling. You hookers of the ball need a bit of slicers feeling. So that's why it's so important to do the right thing for you, not what your friends are doing or not what Rory McIlroy is doing. You've got to do the right thing for you. Okay, transfer that over to a club for you hookers of the ball. Backswing, flatten my hand, and there's the feeling there. Nice flat hand, club out in front of him, nice and neutral. Now it's out. Now I've given myself the room, whoops, to turn through the ball. Okay, backswing, flatten my hand, out in front. You can see there's much less going on. Don't have to feel that exaggerated. Get it out in front. Get it out in front, and then you can turn through. Okay, let's hit one. Started left with a little bit of fade. Oh yes, that's a good one for me, this one. Okay everyone, so thanks very much for joining me for another one, and I'm a advocate of repetition will give you a feel. So if you stand there and do 20 of those, which doesn't sound a lot, but if you stand there and do 20, you will start to get a feeling. You'll start to get a feeling of, okay, you slice the ball, I'm feeling really passive, feeling like I'm not kind of early extending, or I'm really staying and waiting for the club and my hands to drop in front of me. So I'm a real advocate of repetition will give you the feel, and hold the tray exercise is one of the best ones. It's stuck around for me anyway for over 40 years now. Okay everyone, so if you play golf this weekend, hope it's gone well for you, and if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, cross my fingers for you, hope you can get out and play some golf. But if you can't, the hold the tray exercise is one of the best exercises. So when you're golf ready and when you can get out and play, you can kind of fix those faults a little bit easier. You can take the extreme away from your golf swing anyway. Okay everyone, so thanks very much for joining me for another one, and we've got the final week to go. So I'm looking forward to bringing you the final few videos of this February series. I really hope you're enjoying it. Thanks very much for all your kind comments. I will get back to you as soon as I can, probably the end of the month. And thanks very much for taking the time out to watch. I'm sticking them all in a playlist. So if you haven't seen them, you can always go back in the future. Thanks very much for subscribing if you have, for liking, for commenting. Your support for this smallish channel, it's obviously growing, means a great deal. And if you've joined the Academy through the YouTube membership scheme, thank you very much. Your support, like I've said on pretty much hopefully every video anyway, goes the extra mile for getting me out here, really takes the pressure off. I can't say that enough. So your generosity is very, very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Okay, so for myself and Trev, and you know what down there, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great golfing day if you're playing. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you then. Cheerio! Right, Trev, ready? Oh, that was right out the bootlaces. Oh, it's a 3-bouncer. Well done, Trev.